What's up guys, Controller here, and today we're back with another video here on the First Gen Farm. So we got the truck back with our gooseneck trailer, the tedder, our 3650 John Deere tractor, and our Samaz mower. Now I didn't realize it until earlier that I accidentally, loaded this on wrong. So apparently this is supposed to be attached to the front of your tractor, and I need to actually see, do I have the 3-point detacher on there? I don't think I do. We might have to see if we can get someone out here to fix that, or I might have to take it back. Another piece of equipment we didn't remember to get was a baler, which we do. We need a baler to bale all this grass. I did buy a tedder, but I'm not sure if hay is going to be the way we're going to go. I don't know what the prices of hay versus silage is up here. Let me check on the good old handy dandy tablet, see if prices. So hay goes, well, did I overlook the hay? No, I guess hay is down here. So good old hay goes hay. Aha, here we are. So hay goes for not so great. We're kind of in the low point, I guess, because we have a graph of the good times. This is the lowest point of the year to sell hay, and the nearest place that sells it for a good amount would be the Montana Hay Company, which is 3,200 feet approximately. Whereas silage, now the problem with silage is it has to sit and ferment, so we're not going to make immediate income on silage. Silage is also at an all-time low, I guess, but apparently its all-time low price is pretty high. But we'd have to go to the farmers. The nearest place would be the animal dealer for $5 more, or we can go to the farmers market, go half the distance, and we'd be able to make $93 on some silage. Of course, it's going to be more up to here. We're going to be getting that price. It's going to be up here in September probably, when we'll be able to actually sell the silage. So that might be the way to go. I'm going to drop that real quick, because theoretically we could mow with that on the back. We would just have to drive in reverse. And yeah, I don't feel like driving this thing in reverse. Let's see. Please tell me that I am wrong. I am not. I'm going to see if maybe we can get some type of place built out here so that we can actually work on our own vehicles, because I know how to put the stuff on there. So let me just check and see on that. Well, we made it to the vehicle store. I did just take an Uber up here. I didn't feel like I'm getting everything off of the trailer. I drove the old tractor up here. We had to end up getting it sold because they said that when they took off the 3-point front attacher, they couldn't actually replace it. They kind of messed it up. So I sold it back to them, bought a new one, and yeah. And I went ahead and leased us a bale wrapper for the day, or a bale maker and wrapper combo. Normally they're around 112 grand. I wasn't buying one of these. They didn't have any used for a good price, so I ended up just renting this one for the day. So we're gonna try and get all the mowing we can done quickly, so that we can then bale all of it up. We're not going to be using tedder, I guess, this time around, just due to the fact that it's going to be a bit of it's a significant price difference if we wait on silage, and that way too we can kind of start planning out our next move on if we want to try and set what type of stuff we want to be growing, or what our next plan's going to be. We're currently at 151 grand, so we're not too bad off, but I'll see y'all back at the farm. This bale wrapper just over here on our neighbor's property temporarily. It doesn't look like it's going to matter anytime soon, but we're going to go ahead and attach that. We don't need it right now. And then we're going to kind of just mow where we can with this mower. That tether is going to be kind of useless for the time being. Let me go ahead and try and line this up a little better. Than... Why are we still not attaching for? I know you have the attachment on there now. Come on. Why are you not going to work now? Oh, maybe if I tried going from the right side, it would work better. Yeah. How my brightest move? No. There we go. So we got our mower unfolded. We got it lowered. I'm going to start on this side. We're going to kind of do a headland on this property and see just... Oh, damn. I'm heading the ramp on the... Speaking of that, I'm going to go ahead and start the truck up and get that ramp lifted. We don't need that. Or, okay, we don't have to with this, but... Oh, damn. I'm going to go... Damn, that engine sounds rough. We may have to get an upgrade soon, I guess. I don't know. I'll have to take it into town at some point after we get silage done and see if maybe the mechanics can look at it, see what's wrong with it. I'm just hoping it's nothing too serious. We can't afford anything a serious breakdown right now. And, ooh, this thing got some get up and go. We're gonna get this really fast. We don't have a windrower to organize all of it, but if we can kind of keep it somewhat decent path of cutting this grass, we should be good. Let's see, how far over can we go for on our neighbor's property, I guess. We're trying to stay right there. I don't want to cut onto his field. Get this ally made. We got a bunch of bushes and things here. We don't have to... Okay, so that's... Oh, damn. Okay. $14 is about as fast as we're going, but it's still pretty dang quick. Quicker than I thought we were going to be able to go with this mower attached to the front of the John Deere. But it seems to be working out just fine. Alright. Damn. But yeah. We'll definitely get around this. We're going to have to get this tree cut because that thing is definitely in my way. But right now I don't have the time to deal with them. I'm just going to kind of flip around it for the time being. get a couple of headlands so we can do some up and downs once we got this. But this would definitely be easier with a bigger mower and a bigger tractor, but what the budget can afford, it's what the budget can afford. Because we're definitely going to need that money for seed, a seeder, probably a cultivator of some sort. So I'm going to try and cultivate this land, or at least a portion of it. I'm going to try to plant some crops that we can make some money on at some point soon, or at least in the next year. Some of these bushes are pretty dang strong. They're still standing after getting hit by this mower. We might have to spray like herbicide or something on this. But I also know in this county, apparently they're very particular about doing soil samples and checking to see how good the like your soil is. So we're definitely going to look into that. Kind of go up here and kind of cut around here. That way we can still make some money off of all the grass we got. Like I said, there's a lot of it, so just go around and yeah, that's pretty dang crazy. But we're gonna kind of split this up into two. I want to try and get all of it cut, that way we can make some good money on it. I'll let y'all know when we're done cutting it. Well, after all the cutting was done, which I only decided to cut half of this just because I wanted to make sure we got all of it. Guess I missed some of that cut grass. Oh well. And we decided to go with baling it as silage. And then we were into a baler and bale wrapper combo, and they're starting to ferment. Some of these are only like 2% fermentation, so none of them are going to be ready soon. But we have 35 of these white bales, which they're going for a pretty alright price now, which obviously they're not yet ready. But hopefully by September, hopefully they'll be ready. And we'll probably take a mower to the rest at some point. But I'm definitely thinking of like making part of this like for livestock, and then making part of it for farmland, because we want to try and make some money so we can pay off that loan. But I think that's a great place to call it for the day. If y'all enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe for more content like this. See you in the next video. Peace out, squad.